What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Club and Country. I'm pretty sure this is episode number 42. I mean, I should know, right? It's my series. And today we have two games with St Johnstone against Spurs away at White Hart Lane, where we're hoping to make it 4 wins from 4 on the road. And then a game against Everton at McDermott Park, which is quite interesting because last season, Everton at home was the game that broke the curse at McDermott Park. And as you guys know, right now, we're still yet to win at home. Lost both our games against Newcastle and City. So two pretty big games today, two sort of iconic games, if you will, and hopefully we'll get 2 wins from 2. However, to start the episode off, as you can see, we have some good news, but some expected news here, let's be honest, because the Scottish FA have came back to me and said, Docs, please don't leave us, because clearly you are the right man for the job, as we continue to lead the Scotland national team, as they extend my contract. So we stay on with Scotland. That's not a real surprise. If they didn't give me this offer, the series would be over, obviously. But yeah, they offered me the job once again. The expectations this time, though, are to reach the round of 16 in the World Cup and reached a round of 16 in the European Championship. So the aims, the expectations are now going up with Scotland. Not a real surprise as we continue to make progression. In our first national tournament in the World Cup in Russia 2018, we reached around the 16 stage before Brazil knocked us out. So we extend our position as manager of Scotland, and now the pressure's on. We've got to reach around 16 in both of the next 2 national tournaments. And as you take a look at the Scotland squad as well, there are 8 St Johnstone players in the current team. I think there were 9 in the last squad selection, but since it's been reset, Kieran Tierney's been taken out and I've readjusted it to get it to my liking. But 8 St Johnstone players, and again, a reminder, the series objective, there's 3. It's not just to make St Johnstone the best club in the world and Scotland the strongest nation in the world, but I want every single one of these players in this current Scotland squad to be playing for St Johnstone as well. So it's been a pretty decent start. Starting season 3, already 8 players that play for St Johnstone in the Scotland squad. But next season, I want at least another 3 or 4 as we continue to make progression with club and country. Alright then, so first game of the episode we take on Spurs, who currently sit in 5th place in the table right now. We've got 9 points from our first 5 games though, and it's been a pretty decent start for St Johnstone, and after 3 wins out of 3 on the road, I've got to say, despite Spurs having the same record as us, I'm fancying my chances of making it 4 wins from 4, as I'm feeling pretty confident today. So come on St Johnstone, let's pull off a massive shot here, get another win away from home, and get a big 3 points. Last season, we were better away from home. This season, I thought it was going to change and go back to normal for me and me playing better at home, but it just hasn't worked out. But to have won first of our 3 games, just say out all of our first 3 games, is absolutely crazy. And what a chance here already as Malcolm Mitchell fires the ball just wide of the post. I thought he took a nick off Danny Rose. Evidently not. What is it about travelling down south of the border that makes us far better? It's crazy. And here's McDonald on the ball. Through towards Tony Watt, who's running through 1-on-1. And he puts it wide of the post. A golden chance. And I failed to capitalise. Tony Watt running through 1-on-1, but I couldn't keep my composure and skewed it wide of that near post. What a start for the boys from Perth. Lallana tackled by his man. Barry missed the interception there. Bruv, get your glasses on, you missed the ball. Mason towards Lamella down the right hand side, getting past Kieran Tierney. Our left back struggling to keep up here, across to the centre. Great chance, Patterson does enough. Still the danger not clear. Lamella on the ball, gets inside, and the shot goes just wide of the post. Throw to St Johnstone in a half where we've played very well. Rob Hamilton finds Malcolm Mitchell, the 5-star skiller here, controls and then takes it round his man. Oh, well played, Malcolm Mitchell, just over the bar. Spurs playing dangerous football here, and we want it back here. McDonald through towards Malcolm Mitchell, the 5-star skiller. Oh, that was the moment. Michel Wall with a huge save, and the former Swansea goalkeeper bails out his defence with a fantastic stop. And the Dutch goalkeeper prevents us from going in front, and Sutar's header goes onto the top of the crossbar. We've played well in this one. We're just not getting the rub of the green. Is there to be a late winner in this game, which is still 0-0, but had a lot of chances in it, as Davidson plays an unbelievable ball out wide towards Oliver Burke, who controls it and gets inside, and it's Oliver Burke. Can he get a shot? Well, yes, he can. Oh, what a finish! Oliver Burke surely wins us the game with 19 minutes to go. And what a goal from our rapid winger for his first of the season. Spurs 0, St Johnstone 1. Davidson with a brilliant crossfield ball. Burke takes it on the chest, takes it round his man, and off balance somehow squeezes the ball in to the far corner. Vorm is beaten as it clips the inside of the far post and goes into the back of the net. What a goal from Burke, and it's 1-0 to the Sainties. One late chance for Spurs. They need to get the ball forward quickly. Sutar makes the tackle, but Lallana drills it forward. Nasser Chadley, can we hang on to these priceless 3 points? One late chance for Spurs, cross to the middle. Tierney does just about enough. This came back towards Clinton, and Jairi makes the save, but Chadley fires in the rebound, and in stoppage time, I can't believe it. Spurs 1, St Johnstone 1. This would have been our first big scalp of the series, winning away at White Hart Lane, but the Belgian is going to ruin it for me. This is absolute heartbreak. I mean, seriously, crossing to the middle, Tierney gets the ball away. It comes back towards Njai. It's a great initial save by Logan Reed, but the rebound drops straight to Chadley, who simply couldn't miss. Fires it in off the underside of the bar. We were just about to shut up shop, and now we're going away with just 1 point instead of 3. Spurs 1, St Johnstone 1. That is absolutely gutting. We were so close, but just couldn't hold on. I do believe the draw probably was the fair result, but the way we defended in this game was just absolutely fantastic. Barry, I think, blocked like 5 shots in the entire game. He was unbelievable. So close to winning that game. Oh my god, that would have been a huge 3 points as well. Just couldn't hold on. And Maka is not happy with his role at the club either. Stevie boy, I'm sorry, but you're too old, bruv. Seriously, I know you're retiring at the end of the year. You want to play a few games, but it's over for you, mate. Seriously, we'll never forget what you did in Season 1, but you're nothing like that anymore. It's time to hang the boots up, bruv. Leave gracefully. And as we go into the first of the month, we have a youth monthly report, a squad report, and look at the standings as well. So you can see how the boys in the academy are currently getting on. Kirk Young does look pretty decent indeed. I might actually give him a contract now and see what he looks like. 81, 87 potential, already starting off at 61 overall. We'll see what he looks like when he ends up accepting that deal. The other Kirk as well, same potential, overall a little bit less though. John Hamilton, meh. Dave McKenzie, meh. Oliver Wilson could be alright despite the very low overall. Of course, we all know Douglas Reed, he's the main guy, he's the main boy, he's the one we want. But of course, he doesn't want to come and play for us, so hopefully that will change within the next few months. Alistair Graham himself has good potential as well, despite being just 15 years old. And Ewan Graham, not too bad either. Douglas McLean could be alright. Barry McNeil, I think we're going to let him go, though. He doesn't look too good. Shane Nicholson could be great, but as a goalkeeper, we don't really need him. And Rob John, Malcolm Anderson, it could be alright. Same with Reece Anderson, too. And as always, here is a look at the squad report so you can see how the players are currently getting on. Once again, feel free to pause on one particular player if you'd like to see their current updated stats. Again, this team is looking pretty decent right now. You know, into Season 3, there's still a long way to go, but I really like the fact there's so many youth talents in here already, and most of them show great potential, and 2 of them are exciting prospects too. So it's been a good start with St Johnstone. Of course, there's still a long way to go. I don't even think we're at the halfway point yet, but we're getting there, even though we're getting there quite slowly, admittedly so. And as you take a look at the standings as well, in the Premier League, we are currently sitting in 7th place from our first 6 games. 3 wins, 1 draw, and 2 defeats, and 10 points picked up. Very impressive start for St Johnstone, better than last year. And in our European qualifying group with Scotland, we're in 4th place out of 6 with 1 win and 1 loss after our defeat to Denmark in the opener and our victory over Czech Republic. It's a very tough group, this one, though. So with just 8 games to go, we need to make sure the next time the qualifiers come by, we get 2 wins from 2 and start to put the pressure on the other teams above us right now. And just before the game, we're going to take a look at Kirk Young's stats. He's just accepted his contract, and here he is. Not too slow as a 17-year-old coming out of the academy, 61 overall. Dribbling's good, ball control's good, finishing pretty decent as well, so pretty decent indeed. Does he show potential, though? That's the question. He shows great potential, so no exciting prospect or potential to do special yet. Another player that shows great potential, he's added to the collection with like 12 or 13 others. And what's his skill moves and weak foot like? Let's find out. Low for work rate. That's brilliant, but a 5-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves, so not too bad. Certainly someone we'll take a look at as the years go by, but not as impressive as I was hoping. Although thinking about it, he might be the first St Johnstone player in the academy graduate too that has a 5-star weak foot. I don't think we've got anyone else that has a 5-star weak foot yet, so he might be known as Mr. Weakfoot? No. Mr. Strongfoot. No, just stop. So second game of the episode then, and we take on Everton here at McDermott Park. Everton right now have lost their first 4 from 6 games. So can we beat them here at McDermott Park and get our first win at home this season? Let's hope so. I just want to make sure the curse does not get extended though, and we lose once more. Let's find out though. Come on, St Johnstone. Let's get a big win here in Scotland. Go on, Tierney, your ball. Good ball through towards Duncan Smith, who had a great game against Spurs, must be said, as he goes down the left. Looks for Tony Watt here and finds him. Watt on the ball. Can he cut inside? Still Watt. Still Tony Watt. You Watt. Great save by the goalkeeper and turn behind for a corner. There's a fire haircut he's got as well as Rob Hamilton whips in the corner to the middle, looking for Oliver Burke. It comes down and Burke volleys it off the line from Mason Holgate, who trips his man up, and it'll be cleared by Besic into the stands. Calamitous mistake there at the back. We should have capitalised. Berahino back towards Delafeu. Good chance here for Everton. Ball inside and Berahino is through. Rolls it across to Besic, who can't get a shot on target. Percent of possession. I just could not get a ball off them. And they started the game off quite well too. Delafeu goes for goal. Fires it just wide the post as the second half starts now. Still 0-0. They're growing in confidence though. How much longer will this game remain goalless? There's a player down, and unfortunately it's for us as well. Ewan McDonald, I didn't see that, was down off camera, and it's going to be replaced by Chris Kane, who scored 1 goal so far. I didn't see that instant. I had to see that on the replay there. Ewan McDonald went down somewhere here after Holgate cleared it and stayed down. We had the season of injuries last season, and already one there for Ewan McDonald. Morales trying to cut inside here down the left-hand side. He does so, drills it in, but there's old man Barry, composed as you like. Well done. He could have dunked a digestive in his tea there. He was so casual. I don't know what that means. As Tony Watt storms down the right, has a man on the overlapping Oliver Burke here, and he's got a lot of pace, Burke. He scored in the last game against Spurs. Can he score here? Burke on the ball. Fires it wide of the post. 12 minutes to go. Looks like the game is going to finish 0-0 as both sides try and keep their chances of winning the game alive late on. Hamilton towards Chris Kane off the bench here. And Kane is more effective when coming from the bench because he can use that pace and use it to full effect as he storms down the left-hand side. Excellent work from Chris Kane, who just keeps on going. It's a great save by the goalkeeper, and Watt's header is blocked. And Barkley will clear. What a run from Chris Kane. Just couldn't apply the finishing touch. Barkley tackled by Barry. Well done. Now he sends Watt down the right-hand side too, who looks for Murray Davidson. Davidson trying to play it through towards Shane Gray. Controls it. There's a man signaling for it. It's Rob Hamilton, a ginger boy. Lots of work to do, but takes it round his man. Hamilton shot blocked by Kevin Vimmer. Where did he come from? Well, I said there were 2 statement games as that steward fell over there, and unfortunately they both end in draws. First against Spurs, throwing away 2 priceless points in stoppage time, and then here against Everton, failing to get our first home win of the season and failing to break the deadlock. 0-0 the final score. We'll take the points against 2 good teams, but they should have been wins. Everton had a lot of the ball in this game but didn't do much with it. But for us, we really went at the Toffees but just couldn't break the deadlock. 2 points instead of 6. We should have had maximum. And if we are to finish in the top half of the table this season and possibly have a Europa League run, these are the games we need to win and not just draw. And to end the episode off as well, we have more bad news. Ewan McDonald has broke his elbow and is going to be out for 2 months. So I said last year was the season of injuries. Maybe I should just call this the series of injuries instead, because we just can't catch a break when it comes down to keeping our players fit. But that will end the episode regardless, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed today's episode of CNC, then please do leave a like, as likes are of course very much appreciated, and it really helps the channel grow as well. Much love to you all. Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. Thank you for the support on the 4 episodes this weekend of Club and Country Career Mode and Road to Division 1, and I'll see you for the next episode of Club and Country very soon.